Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I shall be reviewing the discography of those famous four lads from Liverpool, the Beatles. Now this is purely my own personal opinion, my own ranking. Please don't shoot the messenger. It's always a very difficult ranking as well, especially when you get to the top 5, considering there are 13 albums to have to rank at this point. So what I'll do is I'll start by ranking my least favourite, which is Yellow Submarine. Yes, there's some good songs on there. Hey Bulldog, It's All Too Much, All You Need Is Love, and All Together Now. The rest of it, unfortunately, on the original release was orchestral music. And to me, apart from those tracks on this album, the orchestral stuff doesn't do anything for me, and unfortunately this is, for me, my least favourite and is at number 13. Wow, number 12. Number 12, I'm afraid, is Beatles for Sale. When I first bought this, it offered a lot of promise. Listen to it, there's some good tracks, don't get me wrong, like No Reply, I'm a Loser, Babies in Black, 8 Days a Week, of course, Every Little Thing. But a lot of it, unfortunately, are cover songs as well. Not one of my favourite albums, but it was recorded after they'd been on tour. Obviously a very hectic time for them, and they had to put out an album. Beatles for Sale was the result, but unfortunately, despite those gems on there, it's at number 12. Number 11 is With the Beatles. Now, I'm sorry this is at number 11, because this is one of the first albums I bought, and I bought it on vinyl. I do like a lot of the songs on there. It won't be long. I love George Harrison's Don't Bother Me. There's some good stuff on there. Again, unfortunately, there are a lot of covers on there, but, it's the early days. They're only just starting out. So it's not a bad album, but yeah, has to have its ranking at number 11. Number 10 is going to be Please Please Me, the Beatles' very first album. It is very raw, very powerful, recorded in an extremely short space of time. Obviously, I Saw Her Standing There is amazing. Twist and Shout, John's ravaged vocals after an intense session of recording that song. Please Please Me, of course, which was a big hit for them. Love Me Do. Yeah, a good album. It's a good debut album, but it has its place at number 10. And that's great. The Beatles obviously went on to greater things, but number 10. For number 9, I'm afraid, I've chosen Let It Be. Again, another album I thought may have held more promise, but unfortunately, things like Dig It, Maggie May, yeah, just didn't do it for me. And I don't know, it just didn't seem to gel very well, this album. So yeah, it's got to be number 9. Again, my own personal opinion. Let It Be, number 9. Coming in at number 8 is A Hard Day's Night. This is a good album. I mean, it's got a ton of songs on there that are fantastic. Hard Day's Night, I Should Have Known Better, If I Fell, Can't Buy Me Love, Things We Said Today, Can't Do That. Yeah, it's a fine album. And for me, it stands at the number 8 spot. Number 7 on my list is Help. Once again, another LP that was a soundtrack of a film, but nonetheless, great album. It's got Help on there, obviously. You've got To Hide Your Love Away, Ticket to Ride. I've Just Seen a Face, Yesterday, of course. I think, is it the most covered song by the Beatles? So yeah, this is quite a good, solid album. Help's okay, and yeah, comes in at number 7 for me. Number 6. This is a firm favourite of mine. the Beatles Magical Mystery Tour. Now, originally started off as an EP. However, I do like it. It's got some fantastic tracks on there. You know, the Magical Mystery Tour, Your Mother Should Know, I Am the Walrus, Hello Goodbye, Baby You're a Rich Man. Yeah, I really like this. This is a favourite of mine and always has been. So I do like this album. So this is coming in at my own number 6. Right, we're getting into the top 5 here. For me, number 5, again, a very difficult choice, really. You know, some of their albums are so difficult to place. They really are, because they're all really quite good in their own way. But it's going to be the Beatles' The White Album. An absolute amazing mishmash of different textures, musical styles, arrangements, you know, bits like the avant-garde number 9, or Revolution 9 rather, sorry. It's just great. I mean, there's some, as I say, there's fantastic tracks on there, you know, Back in the USSR, Glass Onion, Obladi Oblada, Blackbird, Mother Nature's Son, you know, Good Night, the wistful good night at the end, and again Revolution 9. But you know, it just works. It's just a great album. It's really well blended, completely different from anything really I'd ever heard that they'd done before, and a bit of a groundbreaker actually. So yeah, this is my number 5 album, The White Album. Now number 4, my number 4 is Rubber Soul. Some days that could be placed higher, but at this moment in time, Rubber Soul is a great album. A lovely turning point for the guys as they went into, obviously, 1965, 66, 67, you know, changing years at that time, you know, bringing in psychedelia, etc. But yeah, I mean, there's so many great tracks on here. Drive My Car, Norwegian Wood, you know, Nowhere Man, Think for Yourself, Michelle, I'm Looking Through You in My Life. It is a class album. It is, definitely. And I know, you know, it's always up there with Revolver. For me at the moment, yeah, it's a number 4, and still a great album, obviously. And maybe a remaster and reissue of this is long overdue now. Number 3 for me is Sgt. Pepper's. I know this is a number 1 album on many people's lists, but I do have 2 that I like more than this one. I do like With a Little Help from My Friends, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, Getting Better, Fixing a Hole, you know, She's Leaving Home, which is incredibly well written, I think, for the sort of age they were at that time. I think they're only about 27, being For the Benefit of Mr. Kite. It is, you know, it's packed full of great songs. I cannot deny that. And A Day in the Life. I think I have a bit of a love-hate relationship sometimes, in that I love a lot of the songs, especially for the benefit of Mr. Kite. But sometimes I'm listening to it and I think maybe it hasn't aged too well. But nonetheless, you know, it is a legendary album and no one can deny that. Coming in at number 2 for me is Abbey Road. Yes, the final album. Great stuff on here as well. You know, Come Together, obviously, Something. Then you've got that amazing medley of songs, you know, that they all sort of blended into each other. You know, Sun King, Me, Mr. Mustard, Polythene Palm, you know, She Came In Through the Bathroom Window, Golden Slumbers. It is a fantastic album, actually. A great fitted end to a great group. Yeah, I do like it, but at this point in time, for me, it is number 2. My number 1 album is, and has to be, Revolver. I've listened to this a lot, and I love it. You know, Taxman, Eleanor Rigby, I'm Only Sleeping, Love You Too, Tomorrow Never Knows, Got to Get You Into My Life, Dr. Robert, Good Day Sunshine. It's just a classic, fantastic album. You know, released in '66. The artwork is amazing anyway. I think I fell in love with this album just because of the artwork initially. But over time, I've listened to this album time and time again. I'm going to try and get hold of the remixed version by Giles Martin. It's just, to me, it is just the epitome of that time. You know, the Flower Power era. Obviously, it's not as psychedelic as Sgt. Pepper's, but this album is just an absolute masterpiece, and one that I continue to go back to. So that's my number one album, and that is my very brief ranking of the Beatles albums. I hope you've enjoyed it. Obviously, like or subscribe, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.